stopping by, coming on back, all that great stuff. So for today's video, I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious short ribs that is so tender you can cut it with a butter knife. If you want to see what I mean, keep watching. But before we get started, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It just takes a second. Turn on all those notifications just in case whenever I do come up with a video, you'll be the first to know, okay? And thank you so much to all of my new subscribers. Okay, so enough talking. Let's go ahead and get cooking. So I really love this recipe and I really hope you guys enjoy it too. So I went ahead and went to the grocery store and I found this package of short ribs. I've already washed them and now I'm just going to get ready to coat them with flour. So I'm going to take a medium bowl and I'm just going to add 1 cup of all-purpose flour and I'm going to season it with sea salt and some black pepper. And so I'm just going to take a whisk and just make sure that the flour and the salt and pepper is mixed really well because I want my short ribs to taste delicious. So as you can see, I'm going to take each short rib and just dredge it in the flour mix, just making sure that all sides is coated really well. So my short ribs are ready to go. The flour is going to help to brown them when I pan fry them and it's going to create a really great crust. Now I'm going to head on over to the stove and over medium-high heat I'm going to warm up 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And I'm just going to place each short rib into the pan and I'm going to brown them between 3 and 4 minutes on both sides. And after 4 minutes of cooking, I'm going to flip them over and you can already see the golden brown crust forming and that's exactly what you want. And don't worry if they're not cooked all the way, they're going to finish cooking in the oven later on. Okay, so I'm done cooking my short ribs. They are golden brown on both sides. They look amazing and I'm just going to take them out of the pan and put them on a separate plate. And while the short ribs are resting, in the same pan, I'm going to warm up some more olive oil along with 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. And I'm not going to clean the bottom of the pan, you guys. Those brown bits that you see, that's delicious flavor. So while the butter is melting, I chopped a half an onion, 2 celery stalks, along with 3 carrots. And I'm going to go ahead and add that to the melted butter. And I'm just going to stir and saute the vegetables for 2 to 3 minutes until they soften up. Now you know I love me some garlic, so I chopped up 4 to 5 garlic cloves, large garlic cloves, and I'm just going to add that into the vegetable mixture as well. And just grab a spoon and just again start stirring and sauteing them until everything is softened and translucent. Now's the time I'm going to add a tablespoon of flour, and this is going to thicken up the sauce that we're going to make later, and you want to just stir it, making sure that all the flour is cooked out because you definitely don't want to taste the flour. So now to make the sauce, I'm going to measure out 2 cups of beef broth and I'm going to add that to the vegetables. Also, I have a cup of some good balsamic vinegar. I'm going to measure out 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Oh, I always have a hard time saying that word, so please forgive me. And you know what, you guys, I'm going to make this optional. I have 1 tablespoon of liquid smoke. If you don't like this, you can absolutely leave this one out. Now, fresh herbs is always something nice to cook with. So at the end, I'm going to add in some fresh rosemary, along with some fresh thyme. You know, this sauce is going to be so delicious, especially when you think about all the flavors that we added. Are you kidding me? It's going to be amazing. So at this point, I'm going to add in the short ribs. And I've already preheated the oven at 375 degrees, and I'm going to bake the short ribs off for 3 hours until they're nice and tender, buttery and they're falling off the bone. So you guys, just let me warn you, as they're cooking, you're going to smell an amazing aroma go through your house. It's going to be so delicious. So after 3 hours of cooking, I'm just going to take them out really quick because there's one other thing that I want to do before I begin to eat. Now first, I'm just going to take out the stems that was left behind from the fresh rosemary and the thyme. You definitely don't want to eat that. But I wanted my sauce to be just a little bit more thicker. So what I did is I just added 1 teaspoon of cornstarch and just grabbed a whisk and began stirring it just until the cornstarch completely dissolves, and I'm just going to let it simmer for a couple of minutes until I get that thick consistency that I really love. And we're all done and ready to eat. I know it took over 3 hours, but trust me, it is all worth it. I made some mashed potatoes to go with it. And of course, I'm going to pour it over all that amazing, delicious, thick gravy. It is so delicious. You can enjoy this any time of the week. It is really, really amazing. And of course, it is so tender and so buttery, you can cut it with a butter knife. Look at that, you guys. And that's it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Share this video with everybody you know. Take a picture and follow me and tag me on Instagram. I would love to see it. And leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. This far, go ahead and subscribe to my channel by clicking that box you see right there. And if you want to see another video, go ahead and click that box you see right there. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate you all, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye bye.